taking you on dates.
You can at any point decide that you don't want to have sex with nobody. You can decide if I want to go years, because I could have been at a point in my life. Hold on. I could have been at a point in my life.
Let him have it,
I was
sis.
out here doing whoever, whenever, because maybe I ain't had no guidance, maybe I ain't had no direction, maybe I ain't had...
If you're a virgin and you go into the dating world and say, I'm not giving my cookie up until I find my husband, that's one thing. But you cannot have offsprings and go into the dating world and tell a man taking you on dates, you want him to get your nails done, you want him to give you money, you want him to pay your rent,
we going to
and
church
say,
here today.
I am celibate.
Church.
That does not make sense.
Right.
You were supposed to tell that to your baby daddy. It does not.
Y'all gonna be mad at me for saying this, but she's morbidly obese. She can't qualify for these type of conversations. As a woman that was celibate for 5 years before, when I got engaged, I wasn't sleeping with that man, wasn't holding his hand, wasn't kissing him. This was a righteous man. He was sold out to the Most High. We got engaged within 6 months. He's the pastor of my parents' church. I'm an Israelite now. I'm a Muslim now. The type of men that I am working on qualifying for, they're not worried about having sex with me because they know we grown. And if you in my face, I clearly possibly already know I'm going to give you some if this works out. I have male friends whom are just homies who will pick me up, wine me, and dine me. And drop me back off at home. Not expecting anything from me. I have men that I have dated 10, 15 years ago that I can go 5, 10 years without saying anything to, other than maybe a random comment. They can be blocked. If I decide to pop out, reach out, text them, hop in their inbox, they still gonna circle back like everything is the same, void of having sex, because my body belongs to me. Granted, some people gonna come under this video and be like, you're mean, you speaking from a place of privilege. I've been fat before too. I got up to 236.5 pounds. This message is very problematic due to the fact that a lot of women end up being promiscuous because as little girls, our self-worth is placed on our vagina. But nobody taught us how to control the urges that come along with being raped, molested, lack of parental guidance, lack of familiar support. And so when an older woman stands up and say, you can recover all, you can gain self-control, you can exercise these demons, these generational curses of promiscuity, of fornication, of idolatry, of rape, these Nephilim spirits. You can get beyond this and choose to be celibate, choose to be whole, choose to be holy. We kick against that. And we begin to tell women, no, your body belongs to anybody who wants to take you out on a date. If you expect a man to provide for you, you have to give him sex. That's prostitution. If a man is taking a woman out for the sole purposes of, at the end of the night, she's going to have sex with me, he needs to go down on Cicero. He needs to order an escort. That's prostitution. That's like a woman going out on a date to get a free meal and be like, well, I know I'm going to have to give him some at the end of the day, but I'm too broke to get my own food, so I'm going to get this free meal. That's prostitution. That's like a woman going out on a date with a man who she knows she has no interest in, but she going to run his bag up. That's usury. You're prostituting him. I want to let y'all know that no man is obligated to sleep with a woman. There are plenty men out there who actually like to get to know women because they like women. They just not feeling chasing. They not pocket watching. Nobody is obligated to give anybody else their body. And her being morbidly obese, she likely would never experience this based on the same qualifications that she's laying out, because she's repeating things that Kevin Samuels, rest in peace, has said. And I agree with a lot of things that he said. And I know that realistically speaking, a lot of men are going to be with women with multiple kids and all this other stuff, but that's not even true. That's not the real world. Because when men say things like this, a woman can't be celibate in the dating world if she has children. These are the same men who say that a woman needs to be slim, needs to be fit, and needs to be feminine. She's morbidly obese, she's utterly loud, and she's lacking femininity. Because a feminine woman is going to tell these young girls, don't have no whole stage. A feminine woman gonna tell these young women, you're not obligated to sleep with somebody just because they're taking you on a date. A feminine woman is going to say, you have the right to learn from your mistakes and your body belongs to you. A feminine woman is even going to look in the mirror and realize that her weight gain is outside of her femininity, because as black women, we outweigh black men. Black women weigh twice as much as black men. All of that yelling is going to put pressure on her heart that we failed to realize as black women. The more fat you have around your midsection, the more likely it is for you to develop heart disease, die from a heart attack. And heart disease is the #1 killer in black women. So for those of you women who don't have the privilege of keeping your legs closed, that gotta suck. When I got up to 236.5 pounds, I was not able to work. I was on 4 pills 3 times a day. My ex in Toronto, and my daughter's sitting right here, and she looked at me sideways when I called the woman obese. She's obese. I've been obese before. I can talk about fat women. Okay. My daughter's sitting right here. When I got up to 236.5 pounds, 4 pills a day, 4 pills 3 times a day. Correct me if I'm lying, Angelina. I was not able to work at all. My ex in Toronto, Canada, who I had not seen in years, was paying all of my bills. My daughter was in a pageant. My gas tank never went empty. He bought up all of the tickets, basically, because she ended up winning an award for most tickets sold. We didn't miss a beat. My other ex in New Orleans, that ex I just mentioned, he a billionaire. My other ex in New Orleans, he's a pharmacist. And mind you, I'm not supposed to be able to qualify for these type of men because I'm a single mom of 2 kids. My ex in New Orleans, and both of them are exes for a reason and don't have to be, so we cleared that up. My ex in New Orleans, who is a pharmacist, right? My baby, he paid for her pageant dress. He put in food on the table. Like, they're spending big money. I'm not sleeping with either of these men. Had not slept with either of these men in years. Just the other day, last week, I was invited out by a homie to kick it with him and his homies. I wasn't going to have to pay for that. Last year, I set the summer out. This year, if I decide to go outside, I have 3 to 5 homies that I can hit up who going to pick me up, drop me off, and I'm not going to have to pay a dime. Now, while I'm dating, which I've never done before, but while I've courted men, I've never made those men responsible for my hair, for my nails, things of this nature. Men just happen to give me money and they'll take me out on dates, or I'll call to pay a bill and my bill is already paid, something like that. So I don't tell men that they have to take care of me during the dating stage. I'm just letting you know that the caliber and the type of men that I have dealt with in my life, that I could have married, and due to difference in beliefs and lifestyles and certain stuff, these type of men exist. Good men exist. Is some of them waiting on me now? I'm almost healed, y'all.